Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pray all is well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pray all is well. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Just walking in my childhood neighborhood where I grew up at, and just God placed a word on my spirit this morning as I was driving, and I want to be obedient and pour into you guys this morning. I want to ask you guys a question this morning. How many of you guys know that the gain that is received is always greater than the gift that was given? Repeat that one more time. How many of you guys know that the gain that is received is always greater than the gift that was given? As I was driving into work this morning, I was listening to John chapter 12, and it says in John chapter 12, as Jesus sat in the room with the disciples and a few others, it says that Mary began to anoint the feet of Jesus with spikenard. And spikenard is a very expensive ointment. And it says that as she anointed his feet, then after that, it says that in the word that she wiped Jesus' feet with her hair. It says in these moments that Judas, one of the disciples and somebody who had been with Jesus for quite some time, it says that he became angry and began to ask questions. He began to ask, why wasn't this spikenard sold for money so that we could feed the poor? Judas was not concerned about feeding the poor. He was more concerned about the money. He was more concerned about the money itself, but not so much the people. So he didn't feel that what she was doing for Jesus had greater value. But what am I here to tell you? What is the message this morning? God told me to continue, that we all, you, everyone watching, continue to pour into people, continue to plant seeds, regardless of what people say, how much you are criticized. You know, you're going to give things. You might give clothes off your back, shoes off your feet. You may give your funds. You may give your knowledge. You may give your experience. You may give your time, whatever it may be. If God advise you to do so, I encourage you that you continue to do it. The reason is people may never understand what you are doing, but if God advised you to do it, do it. I'm a living testimony. I have poured into so many people. I have helped so many people, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying it to boast, but I'm here to tell you that the gain that is received is always greater than the gift that was given. So what am I telling you? The clothes that you give off your back, the shoes that you give off your feet, the funds that you give from your pocket, the gain that's going to be received on the other person's half is always going to be greater than the gift that you gave. The gain that you're going to receive, the joy and the excitement and the favor that you receive by giving to someone else, by pouring into someone else, is always going to be greater than the gift that is given. That's how you stay blessed. That's how the favor of God surrounds you. Man, I don't want for anything. I may not be the richest in the world. I may not be the richest in the world. I may not live in the biggest house in the world, but that doesn't make you blessed. Guess what? I wake up with peace every morning, and I go to sleep with peace every night. I have joy in my heart, regardless of how much funds I have in my bank account. I have joy, I have favor, I have peace, and I have the love of God that surrounds me. So I encourage you, realize one thing. Like I said in the beginning, the gain that is received is always greater than the gift that is given. So what am I telling you? Continue to give. Every day that God wakes you up, every day that God allows you to see and find someone that you can pour into. It's not always financial. It's not always a material thing. It may be your wisdom. Sometimes you must lay your brain out on the table and let someone dissect it. Take all the knowledge, take all the experience that you have. So many people they hold on to the information that they have because they don't want other people to succeed. That's not me, and that shouldn't be you either. Whatever knowledge that God has blessed you with and given you, share it to the world. Give it to the world. Give it to the world and be a beacon and be a light for the kingdom and for this world. So again, the gain that is the gain that is received is always greater than the gift that was given. So continue to give, continue to pour, continue to plant seeds into others. You probably have tons of clothes in your closet right now. You probably have tons of shoes in your closet right now. How many shoes can you wear? You can only wear so many. How many blessings can you give by giving some of those clothes and those shoes out of your closet? You may have an abundance in your account right now. How many blessings do you have in your account right now where you can go bless somebody with food and clothes and maybe pay a bill for someone? The gain that is received is always greater than the gift that was given. And I promise you, as you continue to give, as you continue to pour, as you continue to sow in others, man, the favor of God it will chase after you. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, and realize one thing. Although the beginning is humbling, the future will be prosperous. So right now, many of you may be facing things. You may be going through things. You may be suffering. You may be in the face of a challenge or an obstacle or difficulty. The beginning may be humbling, but the future is prosperous. Believe that. Stand on that word. So don't look at what it looks like. Don't look at what people are saying, but realize one thing: if you continue to trust him, lean not to your own understanding, and just recline in God's grace, man, his favor will chase after you. Those troubles, those trials, those mountains, those obstacles, that ocean that you have to cross, it won't seem so big after all, because you have God with you. I love you guys, man. Have a blessed day. If this was any type of encouragement to you, I encourage you to share it, tag someone, because someone needs to hear it. Amen. Someone needs to hear it. You guys have a blessed and prosperous day. I love you guys, and greater things are ahead for all of us.